This is the Yashica Electro 35. Has a 45mm f1.7 lens. Has a filter on the front. I'm going to take off for this demonstration. I'm also going to take it out of the case. So, camera's battery works. Well, if you see, this has this test button on the back. And if I can press it, you'll see that lights up on the side, so the battery is working. Power's working. Very quiet shutter. It's at its f 1.7 right now. I can close the aperture, but the aperture is behind the shutter, so you can't actually see anything. But if you can see inside, can you see inside? Okay, you can see inside. The aperture, or the setting right now is bulb. So when I pop it open, you can see the aperture is partially closed there. And you can see me closing down the aperture and opening it up. And it's on bulb, so shutter's closed now. The shutter seems to have a bulb setting, and then it has an auto setting. And that's the camera functioning. Let's see what else. Well, I'll show you the rangefinder focusing system and the metering in a second, but before I do that, I'll just pop open the back here. You can see that aperture behind the shutter, opening, closing it, and now opening, and we'll put it back on bulb. So you can see through the lens. The lens is, you know, it's pretty clean. Doesn't have any dust or fungus or hazing. It might have some dust, but no hazing or signs of fungus or anything like that, any deep scratches. So, I'm going to show you through the deal there, through the viewfinder. I'm gonna focus it. Try to get my fingers out of the way while I focus it. Really kind of hard because the focusing thing, you have to grab it from below. But you can see things coming into focus. It has a split image focus right in the center, and it's really hard to see through here. It's actually a lot easier to see in camera, but it is on the like dim side. I don't know, but that is the case. So you can kind of see it a little better if I block that light a little bit. And with regard to the metering, I'm gonna have to take a look really quick to remind myself where the meter is shown. Oh yeah. So the metering is kind of strange. It's these two arrows at the top. Can you see those two arrows at the top? Let me get this light off. Yeah, this is actually not as visible here as it is in real life, which is kind of strange. But anyway, you can see this. Oh, I think you can only see the right arrow right now because it's telling us that it's underexposed, or it's telling us that it's overexposed. I haven't exactly figured that out. But if I introduce some light, yeah, you can see it better if I do that. Oi, there it is. Okay, so you see those? Those things indicate whether or not it's over or under. And there are these little lights on the top too that do the same thing. So if you get it up there and you half press, then that little slow pops on, right? And so you go to auto. Basically, you try to get it so that it doesn't light up over or under. Now it's not going to light up anything because it's set to auto. But yeah, you can also set it to flash. And then the settings for the aperture have, you know, little markings for landscape or cloudy, sunny, for whatever reason. And then the timer works. Yeah, but when it's set to auto, that slow and over are not gonna come into effect. But you see with the half press, slow, because it's a, you know, long exposure setting, and that whatever you see at the top there is displayed through the back. Although it's really, yeah, you can see it there at the top, right? And the split image in the center is on the dim side. Okay, it's a lot easier to see now, right? Well, I can't turn the focusing as I'm holding the camera like this. But anyway, yeah, as far as I can tell, the camera works correctly, although I don't have much experience with this camera, so I don't really know. But anyway, that's the Yashica Electro 35 GSN. I never saw that. And that is that.